What's going on, y'all? Today we got Ja Morant. This could ruin everything. Recently, if you don't know, Ja Morant been wilding, acting like a gangster, bugging out. He in the NBA, 200 million. It's selfish. My brothers, it's selfish. That's my thing. I think it's selfish, my brothers and sisters. $200 million contract, my brothers and sisters, and you doing this. You about to get that ticket. Come on, my brother. You got people depending on you.
Drama around Ja Morant is getting worse, but he's actually lucky. People are comparing Ja to Gilbert Arenas, who brought guns into the Wizards locker room after an argument with a teammate. When news leaked, the NBA investigated, but one day after, dude thought it was funny to make gun gestures with his hands before a game. You know who didn't think it was funny? Commissioner David Stern. He suspended him indefinitely without pay, said he's not currently fit to take the court, did not care if a year without pay was too harsh or about blowback from players. Stern was tough on stuff like this. Oh, and what did Ja do after the Pacers accused his car of pointing a gun? He celebrated a 3 by pretending to shoot a gun. Did it again against the Rockets the other night. I know he's done that celebration before, but what is he thinking? But you know what's dumber? Showing an actual gun on your IG Live. Ja is so lucky David Stern isn't still the commissioner. Instead, he's got some player-friendly guy named Adam Silver who's more concerned about some augmented reality BS than disciplining players.
And he's banned indefinitely right now, too. I don't know if this video won't say this video was from a day ago, so. At least, like, I think it came out like a few hours ago. He got banned indefinitely. They changed it to indefinite ban.
Ja was suspended 2 games, but other people in his life might not be that soft. There are details about the shady things Ja has done people aren't talking about. There is one person responsible for everything that's happened. The first incident occurred 2 weeks after Memphis lost to the Warriors in last year's playoffs. Ja's mom got in an argument with a mall employee, so Ja and 9 friends pulled up and got in a fight with mall security. But a gun was involved at Ja's house. He was hosting a basketball game, and a 17-year-old was guarding him hard. So Ja responded by checking the ball, throwing it really hard at the kid's chest. So the kid threw the ball back at Ja, but it hit him in the face.
In the head.
So Ja went up to the kid and asked his friend, should I hit him? And the friend said, yeah, do it. So Ja and his buddy proceeded to beat this kid down in front of everyone. Ja went in his house and came back out with a gun in his pants while the kid took off. Now,
that's some lame shit, bro. Oh my God, bro. That's some lame shit, bro. Like, come on, bro. You an NBA player. You trying to beat on a 17-year-old. You know you stronger than that man. You know you more fit than that man. Come on, my boy. You trying to just pick on the weak. I hate niggas like that, bro. Just to prove a point, or just to prove that they tough. Like, come on.
The kid was not innocent. He threatened to come back and light this place up. He also offered to drop a lawsuit for $20 million, which sounds like blackmail. But why did the NBA do nothing? Because police dropped charges when witnesses refused to cooperate. But the NBA did respond when their own players were threatened. The Pacers and Grizzlies got into a fight during a game, and after, Ja's friends were yelling at the Pacers near the team bus. Ja got in a car with a friend and one other person. The Pacers say a red laser was pointed at them and they feared it was a gun. A security guard said it was 100% a gun. The NBA looked at security cameras, said they could not see an actual gun. But people who work for the Grizzlies defended Ja in the media.
The idea that somebody pointed a gun and nobody called the police, they called the Athletic. And if you think the NBA investigated, it said they talked to several eyewitness accounts and they got the video, none of which shows that you would see it.
Nah, me, I ain't gonna lie, I don't know how they, you know what I'm saying, y'all saying he pointed a gun. I mean, you know what I'm saying, niggas ain't dumb. Niggas not gonna point it all the way at the window, you know. So I'm just, they might not have that on video because that's Ja Morant. He in the tinted V. They probably just, you know what I'm saying, you know what I'm saying, ain't that, stop playing, gang, like, bro. They not gonna be at least, I don't think they were able to see that, bro. They probably was in the V where they just, Don't play.
No way you
Shit
wouldn't
like that.
see it.
There is so much wrong with that statement. First, dude is literally laughing about a story involving a gun. Why? And they...
I'm laughing too. Nah, it's just cause, chill, bro. It's not that deep. It's not that deep. Because nobody lost their life, bro. It's not that deep, bro. I'm just laughing how dumb Ja is being, how the decisions he's making, you know? I would never expect this from saying, how old is this guy? Like 23 years old? Too much money, man. Too much money to be acting like that.
They didn't go to police for fear of revenge. They spoke anonymously to The Athletic. Oh, and their security cameras in a blacked out SUV? You think cameras would pick up a gun behind a heavily tinted window? Now, I'm not saying that is definitely what happened. But you don't laugh off this story. But no one is defending him now because in the middle of all of this, Ja shows a gun on his IG Live at a strip club. Name a dumber move for Ja to pull at a time like this. Possibly the stupidest thing he could have done. We should have listened to Tracy McGrady when he heard something was going on before the season.
I'm gonna tell you where they need to add a vet at, because I see some shit spiraling out of control.
Where?
In Memphis, bro. They need a vet over there. The shit that I'm seeing on social media.
These boys are wilding right now.
But the friend who has been involved in all of this is Ja's buddy Devontae Pack. He was the one who beat up the 17-year-old with Ja. He was the one who was in the car the night the laser was pointed. And I'll bet he was also at that strip club. But the person to blame here is Ja Morant. People are saying Ja shouldn't hang out with the wrong crowd. Ever think Ja himself is the wrong crowd? What he's trying to do here is look cool. He's trying to show everybody how tough he is because he's insecure, which is cool on the basketball court. Being an underdog and that mentality has worked for him in basketball, but he doesn't need to pull this stuff in real life. Who is he gaining clout with anyway? You know who thinks it's cool to beat people up and carry guns? Mostly people in jail or people who die early from gang violence and drugs. Cool. That is not his.
The people in jail know. They know already. They like, yeah, that's not cool. They will tell you, people in jail. It's the kids that think it's cool, for real.
Or people who die early from gang violence and drugs. Cool. That is not his life. At least it's not anymore. He's a dude with a $200 million contract, a signature shoe deal. Apparently he's the face of Powerade, and he's the dad to a little girl. All of that could be taken away if he keeps going down this path. His NBA salary is guaranteed, but we have seen what Nike does to behavior they don't like. They hoped Ja is the next Kyrie. Yeah, that might not be a good thing. Powerade just announced we're gonna see Ja's face everywhere in advertisements, but this is a nightmare. All this shows is Ja can't handle being young and famous. Some people can handle that and are mature, like Zion Williamson. I'm so amazed Zion has been famous since he was a kid. Gets paid millions and was ripped by the media for being fat, but he still acts like an adult in front of cameras. How does he do that? But Ja did not grow up like Zion. He was a nobody in high school and as a freshman in college. All this money and fame stuff is brand new to him, and apparently he can't handle it. But I know a lot of people will say, oh, but Ja's only 23 years old. He's gonna learn from this and grow. And I really hope those people are right, because I love everything about Ja as a player, but I have doubts. As young stars become richer and more pampered, pro sports is a really tough place to mature. There are endless examples of dudes who went off the deep end because when you're a rich star, you don't have to be accountable. Antonio Brown, Michael Vick, Johnny Manziel, these aren't normal lives. People who are saying he'll grow up are comparing Ja to other 23-year-olds. But during these important years of your early 20s growing up, star athletes are more isolated from real life than ever. The one person who might be able to hold him accountable is his dad, T. Morant. He's at every game on the sidelines. You would think he would get through, but so far, nothing. I do know LeVar Ball would kick LaMelo's butt if this kind of stuff was going on with him. I mean, say what you want about LeVar as a dad, but at least his kids are not involved in potential criminal activity. Now, I do...
What? Does he even know what he's talking about? Jello got kicked off the UCLA college team for stealing some glasses in China. What you talking about, bro? You don't even know what you're talking about now.
This to turn into some commentary about Ja's family or anything. I just hope somebody can talk sense into him, because the next time we get news like this, it could be tragic. And if you want to really see what that looks like the absolute worst case scenario in the NBA, check out Javaris Crittenton. He went from Kobe's teammate and a good church kid.
That's the end of this one, y'all. Let me know if you guys enjoyed this one. I already told you how I feel about Ja Morant is bugging. You know, I can't believe he even doing this foolishness. Like, what's the point? Like, what's that? It's like there's no point at all. There's no point at all. There's no reason to be doing this. It's like, bro, selfish. He's only thinking about himself right now. I ain't gonna lie. You got to get that out of his mind. People depend on that bull. Click on the last reaction though if you enjoyed right here. And I'm out here, man. Turn on post notifications, subscribe.